for this song, and it's the most relevant song that maybe we have. We'll start slow. If you know it, sing along nice and loud. Welcome to the United States, land of the thief, home of the slave, the grand imperial guard. The dollar is sacred and proud, it's swinging hard now, smoking mirrors, stripes and stars, stolen for the cause in the name of God. Bloodshed, genocide, rape and fraud, written to the pages of the law. Good Lord, cold content and latchkey child, ran away one day and started acting foul. King of where the wild things are, daddy's proud. The Roman Empire done passed it down, imported and tortured a workforce, never healed the wounds or shook that curse off. Now the grown-up Goliath nation hold open auditions for the part of David. Can you feel it, y'all? Nothing can save us. We question the rain, we got rushed in and trained out. Fist raised, but I must be insane. Can't think a single goddamn way to change it. Sing it, y'all. Welcome to the United States, land of the thief, home of the slave, the grand imperial guard. The dollar is sacred. Shout it out loud out there, let me hear y'all. Home of the slave. Break it down. We ain't giving money to these bums on Hennepin with their signs bleeding from their gums. And say it's cause we don't support a crackhead. What you think happens to the money from your taxes? Our government's an addict, except they got $1 billion weed killing brown people habit. And all that terrorism hurts my heart. But what about them terrorists that killed Jamar Clark? And Jamia Rice? And Renisha McBride, and Chance Franklin. This is terrorism. This is terrorism. We are in this building tonight because we're brought together by the love of hip hop, which is the love of the genius of black and brown people. In this city, let me start with all over around the country. Every 28 hours, a person with a badge on their shirt kills an African-American person, a black person in America. Every 28 hours. Police have killed 1,000 American citizens this year alone. And the year isn't even up yet. And in the Twin Cities, I'm very, very proud of the young men and women, led majoritarily mostly by women from the Black Lives Matter movement, who stood up at the 4th Precinct in North Minneapolis and said, you don't have the right to kill us. And I'm proud of the people that stood with them. And they were there in the cold and in the snow with people brutalizing them and screaming at them and terrorizing them. When the so-called community leaders turned their back on them. When white supremacists went over there and shot 5 of them. They didn't leave for 18 days. And we love them, and we appreciate them, and they are our teachers, and we love them. And I wrote something that goes like this, if I could share, if it's okay with you. Come on. Dear black son, there's people you've never met who fear and hate you for something that you never did. And these people are so self-convinced, sometimes they pull a trigger called that self-defense. And in that sad insanity, their fear is realer to them than your humanity. But that's their problem, it's not yours. Listen to your pop for a second. These are the confessions of a father broken-hearted who don't know how to pull his only son out of a target. They lied when they said it was the bottom where you started. You were a king long before them ships departed. You are not confined by anybody else's crimes. You don't need to answer for what happens in their minds. You are not defined by their imaginary lines. You don't need permission to exist with the divine effect. You don't need permission from no one, including me. You need not do anything but be. Just breathe. Whatever you dream, let it mean you're free. Tears on your cheek never made nobody weak. Sometimes you gotta grieve, let it burn, let it bleed, then let yourself heal. Pray to God that it will. You got a spirit that a bullet can't kill, that doesn't make it any less real. They say it takes a man to raise a man. You're slipping through my hands like grains of sand, and here I stand, trying to wrestle with the hourglass. Maybe see how long I can make an hour last. They say it takes a man to raise a man. You're slipping through my hands like grains of sand, and here I stand, trying to wrestle with this hourglass. Maybe see how long I can make an hour last. Dear black son, I can't protect you like I want to. I never judge you, all that I can do is love you. And that's all anyone can ever do is love you. All I can do is wonder, how can anyone not love you? They recognize divine in you. So they try to find themselves by defining you. They're living in a myth that they don't want to lose, and now they're too terrified to face your kind of truth. But every single time you shine, it's proof that they might have threw a chain around your body, never conquered you. They don't always honor you, but they love your culture. Let me show you how to move when them laws approach you. It's best to keep your hands where they can see them, and try to understand that you're not even what they're peeping. They don't see a sweet kid that loves his little sister. Their mind is seeing 500 years of pictures. In fact, they don't visualize a kid, they see grown man imagery, mythic masculinity. But you are not their fetishes or fears, nor my ambitions and tears. Nothing can interfere. We gotta trust our seeds once we sow them. We hold them when they're growing, but we never really own them. We love up, own them, and play with them, pray for them, and cling very closely to the moments. They say it takes a man to raise a man. You're slipping through my hands like grains of sand, and here I stand, trying to wrestle with this hourglass. Maybe see how long I can make an hour last. Dear black son.